Five houses destroyed in a fire in Pethiyagoda, Kalaniya. Ravi Karunanayaka provides a statement to the CID today over the central bank bond scam. Five suspects who defrauded money over the internet arrested. COVID-19 recoveries globally hits 10 million.
A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on Election First. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Yuki Posha. Let's start off with a look at your local news. A fire broke out at several houses in Pethiyagoda, Kalaniya.
Fire erupted at around 7:45 this morning. 5 houses were completely destroyed by the fire. The fire brigade said 2 fire trucks were deployed to douse the fire. Area residents claimed that the fire that erupted in one house had spread to other houses as well. Investigations are underway.
Moving on, a meeting between the secretaries of political parties and the National Election Commission took place a few moments ago.
Measures on the election and the proceedings after were discussed at the meeting. According to our correspondent, national organizer of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Basil Rajapaksa, also attended this meeting. A press conference will be held following the meeting. Representatives of the Samiki Jana Balawegaya have also attended the meeting. Meanwhile, steps have been taken to distribute ballot boxes and other materials required for the general election to all districts before the 29th.
Here are a few views expressed in the political arena leading up to the general elections.
2020.
What were the hopes of the people when Maithripala Sirisena came into power? It was to punish the thieves. But what actually happened? Thieves took ministerial positions of the government formed by Maithripala Sirisena and Ranil Wickremesinghe. That's why the avant-garde court case didn't go further. Court files of ministers were hidden. Everyone knows that the Minister of Law and Order kept those with arrest warrants in their houses when the police were trying to arrest them.
The fact I don't consider the JVP as a political party is a different story. What a country needs is elite class people, so we must send them to mansions. Secondly, we must send politicians who use money earned through politics to run petrol sheds, wine stores, hotels, tea, rubber and coconut estates to take care of their respective businesses. We came to catch thieves. After 2 months, our people started doing the same. When I say our people, I don't mean all. We lost all the floating votes. Next, Ranil Wickremesinghe fell for the good governance tricks without even considering it. Then he fell in trouble. Afterward, he tried to bring in his own solutions to those problems through circulars. There are some that beg for votes, like our friend Dayasiri Jayasekara. I will also cry here if I can get votes. We need to get votes even if we have to beg. I saw him becoming sensitive about women. I feel bad for Dayasiri Jayasekara. Whatever said and done, he is an educated person. There is no point in educated people crying. I would like to say to the divided UNP that whatever they do in the election, they will lose. Both the telephone and the elephant will lose. The UNP will suffer the most embarrassing defeat in this election. Today the competition is among the members of the Port Tour. There is no competition between Port Tour and UNP. We did not switch sides. We earned our victory through sacrifice. The future will be good for us. Sajid Premadasa is 53 years old. Hirunika is about 33 years of age. We have a young team coming up. All we ask from you is a chance. We can make this country like Malaysia.
2020.
Moving on, police said the former Minister Ravi Karunanayaka arrived at the CID this morning to provide a statement regarding the controversial central bond scam.
Police said Ravi Karunanayaka arrived at the Criminal Investigation Department at 10:20 a.m. to provide a statement on the central bank bond scam. Meanwhile, candidate of the SJB Rishad Badruddin provided a statement to the Iraperiyakulam police in Vaunia over the 2019 April 21st attacks.
Following are the views expressed by the leaders of main political parties.
ඉන්න බව අපි හැමෝම දන්නවා. සිංහ දේශයේ
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa attended a rally in Nuwara.
As soon as we came to power, we started offering jobs for graduates. Chairman of the National Election Commission then stopped it. The program to provide 100,000 jobs for youth was also started. Interviews were completed, and when we were about to give the appointment letter, the chairman of the National Election Commission stopped it. You can't provide those jobs until the election is over, because it is considered a bribe. We were the government that has done the most for youth in this country.
A rally organized by the candidate of Samagi Janabalawegya, Mujibur Rahman, was held in Colombo. It was attended by a leader of the Samagi Janabalawegya, Sajid Premadasa.
ජනතාවගේ ජන ජීවිතේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම විනාශ වෙලා වෙනදාම කඩා වැටිලා ව්‍යාපාර
The government right now is now helpless. Businesses have fallen. They can't do anything. They don't have any intentions. So friends, it's time for you to hand over the country to someone who can work. An individual who will work for the people. Like you trusted my father, trust the son also. We will provide the utmost service to the people of Central Colombo. The current government is attempting to spread racism, divide the country and trying to become the kings. Remember, when you vote for the telephone, we will work towards strengthening bond between religions and races.
අපි දැවැන්ත වැඩ කොටසක් කරනවා.
A rally attended by the former President Maithripala Sirisena was held in Gangolo in Polonnaruwa.
පොළොන්නරු ස්පිරිතාල කියන්නේ ගඳ ගහන කුණු
I took the local governments under me. I turned it upside down. I made a clean, pleasant city. I also created a revolutionary change in education. A person who is contesting against me goes on television 7 days ago and claims that there is only one national school in Polonnaruwa. This is the level of their knowledge.
පොළොන්නරුවේ තියෙන එක ජාතික පාසලයිලු. දන්න ප්‍රමාණය තමයි.
5 suspects who defrauded money of expatriates through the internet have been arrested in Narahimpeta and Vellampitiya.
Police said the suspects have obtained the bank account details of the expatriates by informing about a false low-interest loan scheme to their mobile phones. The suspects were arrested following a complaint lodged by an expatriate for 500,000 fraud in her bank account. Police revealed the suspects have also engaged in forging documents and driver's licenses. Police said a laptop used to forge documents, bank cards, a laminating machine, 925 cards used to forge driver's licenses, 2 forged rubber stamps, 61 forged driver's licenses, 5 international driver's licenses were seized. The suspects are 30, 39, 38 and 46-year-old residents of Pittabadara, Narahinpeta and Vellampitiya. A van and car was seized from the suspects while they are due to be produced before the Holsdorf Magistrate Court.
මේක ඔයගොල්ලෝ බැලුවේ නැද්ද ඔරිජිනල් ලයිසන් එකක මේකයි ඇවිල්ලා දෙක මේක කරලා දැන් මේකට තමයි නෝත් මේකට ඉන්ඩිකේට් වෙන්නේ නැතුවද මේක
Academic activities for grades 11, 12 and 13 at all government schools that were closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic resumed today.
The Ministry of Education said academic activities for grades 11 to 13 will be conducted from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The ministry further noted teachers who conduct academic activities for the relevant grades may report to work today. According to the Education Ministry, academic activities for all grades will resume on the 10th of August. State Secretary to the Ministry of Education Ranjit Chandrasekhar said a circular containing the health regulations that should be adopted when reopening schools will be issued in the coming days. Meanwhile, all principals must remain at schools on the 28th, 29th, 30th and 31st of July. According to the State Secretary, principals have been summoned to schools to coordinate election activities. Meanwhile, sports activities and training will be temporarily halted.
Now, it has been reported wild elephants have begun roaming along the Polonnaruwa-Minneria main road frequently as of late.
Our correspondent said those travelling along the road attempt to photograph the elephants. Certain people have acted to provide food to these wild elephants as well. Area residents point out that this is very dangerous. Wildlife officers have requested those travelling along the Habarana-Minneria road to not to engage in such risky acts. They further pointed out elephants and humans could be harmed as a result of such acts. However, area residents point out all such actions are hazardous.
Moving on, the Presidential Commission on Political Victimization has agreed at the Court of Appeal that the leader of the JVP, Kumar Sangakkara, former director of the CID SSP Shani Abeysekara and Senior State Counsel John Kabandara will not be summoned before the Commission until the petition that was submitted by them is examined and a decision is reached.
The petition is called up today before Justices A.H.M. Nawaz, the President of the Court of Appeal, and Sobhita Rajakaruna. Attorney at law appearing for the Presidential Commission, Udita Igalaheva, reached this agreement in court today. The petition is to be taken up on the 29th of September once again.
Meanwhile, Sri Lanka cricket legend Kumar Sangakkara has backed Sourav Ganguly for the ICC chairman's post, saying the BCCI president's astute cricket brain and vast experience as an administrator make him a very suitable candidate for the role.
Admitting that he is a big fan of Ganguly, Sangakkara said the former Indian captain has an international mindset which is necessary to remain unbiased in an important position. I think Sourav definitely can make that change. Quite a big fan of Dada, not just because of his stature as a cricketer, but I think he has a very astute cricket brain. Sangakkara, who is currently the Malibon Cricket Club chairman, told India Today. The former Sri Lankan skipper said Ganguly has the potential to build relationships, which is vital for the influential position in cricket's governing body.
And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news here on Election First. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Yuki Portia. Take care and good day.